how to bind off ribbing one by one in knitting. So what we basically do here we join 2 knit stitches at the front, and then we go to back and join purl stitches there, and then we come back and continue repeating the same things. And keep in mind that knit stitch has its own V-shaped to it, okay? So this purl stitch that you see at the front is the knit stitch at the back, okay? This will be the same thing, just to keep in mind. So in my sample I have edge stitch here. This edge stitch is neither knit stitch nor purl stitch. So what we do in this case, look at the third stitch that comes from the beginning. My third stitch is purl stitch, so it means I will consider this edge stitch as purl stitch and join it with this third purl stitch here, and that's how we begin. So let's start. You will need to continue with your own thread that comes here because it's supposed to be the same color, but it's a tutorial video, so I'm using different color. So what I do here, you see this knit stitch here, the second coming stitch, I go into that from back to front like so and pull my thread. Then what I do, I go into this edge stitch from right to left like so, and I take it off, and I also take off the second knit stitch that I have sewn already one time. Now we have a purl stitch left here, and I take this purl stitch from left to right, or you can say from front to back like so, and you can immediately take this one off. Pull your thread. Now come to the front side again. Now we need to join this. You see it's hidden here a little bit, just pull this up a little. So take this knit stitch one more time, and the next coming knit stitch you take either from right to left, or you can say from back to front like this, and you also can take this off the needle immediately. Pull the thread. Okay, we joined 2 knit stitches. Now we go back and join 2 purl stitches again. So you see what we have here. You see this knit stitch, the purl stitch, excuse me, the purl stitch that we had in the front, excuse me. So here it is. So we take this one more time like this, and you see this purl stitch, we take it from left to right or from front to back, as it's comfortable for you to say, and then immediately take this one off. You also need to make sure that your stitches are not twisted or turned, okay? You need to keep them in one direction. Let's repeat. You see this knit stitch here, we need to pull this to take it, to be able to take it comfortably. So take this one and this one, pull your thread, take off the needle, and like so you continue. And you see this one here, the purl stitch, and another purl stitch here. This is going to look like a zigzag here. What I do with the blue thread, you see, this looks like a zigzag. This is the way how it's supposed to be. Now again, knit stitch here, pull it out so it's comfortable to take. Now 1 and 2, and take it off. Pull your thread. Make sure your thread is pulled not too tight and not too loose to make it stretch, okay? You see, it still can be stretched. So we take this one, and this one. That's it. This is how you continue binding off this flat sample. Okay, I'll pause the video here and I continue myself because there's nothing new here. We were doing the same things. How to bind off one by one ribbing in circular knitting. So place the marker into the first stitch. This is the knit stitch in my sample. So what we need to do is to take this very first knit stitch from back to front, or you can say from right to left, like so. Pull your thread, hold this at the back, all of these tails. So what we need to do next is to go into this second purl stitch from front to back, like so, and pull your thread. Now take this first stitch off the needle like so, and go and take the second knit stitch like so. You can say from right to left or from back to front, and pull your thread. Oh my god. No. Okay. Okay. Now take these all off the needle. Now go to back, and you see this knit stitch here is the purl stitch here. So you are going to, this is basically the purl stitch. You take this one more time, and then you go take this purl stitch like so, from left to right, or you can say from front to back. Now you can take this one off the needle immediately, no problem in that. Then you come back to front and join knit stitches. This one knit stitch, you see this knit stitch at the very first knit stitch, it hides inside, so you need to pull this to reveal it. Okay, see, it's here. Be very careful at this point. And then you go and take this knit stitch from right to left, or you can say from back to front, and pull your thread. You can take this off the needle. We don't need this anymore. So let's go to the back again, and to look, you see this is our purl stitch here. Take this one and take this purl stitch again and pull your thread. Okay. Make sure these lines are not too tight and not too loose, so that it can be stretched. Okay, you can still stretch them. So back to front and pull this out, this knit stitch, take it and take the next knit stitch. You basically join two knit stitches, then you go joining purl stitches and repeating till the end. Take this one off. Now go, let's go to the back again. You see this one, this stitch here is also hidden inside. Okay, it slips inside always. Pull this out so that it's comfortable for you to take this one, and the next purl stitch, you take this and pull your thread. I'm gonna pause the video here. It goes down. I'm gonna pause the video here, and I will show how we finish this round. Okay guys, we're almost done. So you see I have only one purl stitch left on this, so it means we are joining this purl stitch with this last purl stitch here. We're finally over with these knitting needles. So what we have here is, see, we need to pull this out. So now this last knit stitch here, see this one, we need to join with this very first knit stitch with marker, and we are doing this like so from back to front. And now we can take this one off. Okay, so now we need to lastly join the very last purl stitches here. So this one here, so we joined the knit stitch here, and we need to join to the back of the purl stitch here, and this is one here. You see, it has sewn one time, and if we do this, it is going to be complete sewn twice. Came up a little bit untidy, but this is the way it should be done. How to bind off garter stitch in knitting, very fast going and easy. So take the first two or last two, I don't know how to say it. Take last two stitches like so from right to left, pull your thread. You will need to use your own color because it's supposed to be the same color, it's just tutorial, so I use different. So, and go back into the last stitch like this, like in opposite direction. Now take off the last stitch. Okay, so now repeat this. Go into the last two stitches from right to left, go back into the last one stitch, and then take it off the needle. Repeat, take two last stitches from right to left, then go back into the last one stitch and take it off. That's all. And you repeat this. This is the really very fast going, and also this would make your project elastic and stretchy. The last two. Go back. Take this off. That's it.